It's time for the Haxe Roundup Roundup.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. It's kind of wild doing that at everyone. That wasn't my idea, for the record. Billy just be doing stuff sometimes. But all right. Let's see. Announcements. Oh yeah, let me grab my browser real fast. Visit site. All right. Voice text. Everyone hits around 1K. Events hits 3K plus? Really? What does that mean? Huh. That's interesting. I don't know that.
I don't know how that works. How is that possible?
Yeah, I don't know if that's correct. Because everyone's gonna linger until everyone looks at it. Well, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, good shit. How's it going, Eric? How you doing? Been doing some cool F&F stuff,
Yeah.
as we heard. People were losing their minds last time they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be such a great roundup." The new F&F weekend release thing. And then I was like, "Nah, gotta wait for Eric." And so now it's all on you.
Hi.
And you get to do it on the at everyone roundup too. So
Yay.
which apparently gets less people. I don't know, but I feel like okay. Mm. Yeah. Maybe we should just start with that while we're while we're uh while we're waiting for people to come in. If you're cool with that, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is 26th.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, it's been so long since the update came out.
Oh,
We
you're
might be a
all
little
good.
behind.
You're all good. I played it. I played it in preparation. I am now like a certified F&F master.
Yeah.
I got the lore. I got the shit down. I'm so here. So ready. Yeah. I never quite understood like how big your role was until like this big update though. I don't know why. I always thought like I don't know. It was a much more equal distribution amongst more I don't know people to do the programming or thank you. All right.
It's time for the Haxe Roundup Roundup.
Yeah. How's everyone else been doing? Any other?
Time for the Haxe
Roundup
Roundup
okay.
Roundup.
Thank you. True. Had to let him know. Uh, yeah, nice. Here, let me get the stram going. Really let them think that we're doing more than what we're doing. This the right one? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Ugh. Gonna say, Axe Game Jam keeps coming up. I'm kind of excited because I think June 9th. Yeah, that should be. Oh, it starts. The jam starts on the next Roundup Roundup. Okay, that's interesting. Damn, I kind of wish we set it up so that it ended on the next Roundup Roundup. So then the next Roundup Roundup would have like, people can talk about the games like right when it's done.
You could also you should also see if there is like a thing where like the alternative is like getting them to announce the theme on the Haxe Roundup Roundup.
Oh yeah, that is right. That could happen. That is, you're so right. Yeah, I wonder when that. I guess it's just gonna be on Itch.io, right? Yeah, it says it starts. Okay, so it starts. It's gonna be 4 hours after this. I wonder if that could be changed. I wonder if we could get hit up a logo and be like, "Yo, make it 4 hours earlier, so it starts right on the Roundup, and we can make the announcement there." Yeah, yeah. All right, 19th to 15th. That's my fucking Windows calendar. I don't know how to go to the next month. Oh, there's a button right here. There we go. I know, because that's just 1 week. All right. I don't know what the theme is gonna be, but I was thinking about doing something like a I guess it's kind of like the fuck. What's that game called? Evoland. I wanted to do something like Evoland, but instead of having like that thematic, I don't know, thematic thing where it's about video game progression. It's literally just a game where you just keep like a Metroidvania where you just keep getting abilities like every minute. You know, I like Metroidvanias. They're pretty cool. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. I guess we can keep going. Uh, Village Generator, Oleg. Yes, we've seen this. We have seen this indeed. I wonder. This is customize the shadows. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. But all right. All right. Then of course, Minicology. Of course. Yes. 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 Oh, that is a lot of stuff. Whoa. I might have to wait for that too. Uh. Yeah. So, Eric.
Hi.
Hi. If you don't want to talk about it, it's all good.
Well, I came here so I could talk about it. I guess he's like we never did we haven't gotten like a blog post up in a while, ironically, but like
Oh yeah. Well, let's go back. Okay, let's see what was on the previous round of that skip. It was.
it's just I think it's just a link to
Oh, here it is. The
to
product.
itch.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or
this
the
it's this
Twitter.
it's the Twitter post. the link to itch.
Yeah. Okay. Search. Search. All right. All right. Don't worry about it then.
Yeah.
It's all
So, like,
good.
if you played the update, I've got like a here. I think the one thing we could do is we could post. You could look at this post.
Ooh.
If
Oh,
you
you
like
put it
it,
in the voice chat.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I forgot that
okay.
that's a thing. Here, I'll put it in the correct one.
An H script based scripting system.
Yes.
And you're out here talking about like you don't know what there's anything to talk about. What do you mean?
so
That sounds
so
fucking
so
awesome. Wait a second. Come on,
so
okay.
so if you've played Weekend One, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's custom in that is H script.
Okay.
So like the canned
Wow.
stuff is all H script.
Yeah, and like
The
the character replacements and like all the background moving pieces.
so the character placement, so like when you one of the things that I completely rewrote from the ground up is like stages.
Oh,
So when you're placing the characters, like it starts with a JSON file that says
on the
like
browser.
this prop goes here, that prop goes there, this prop goes here. And then if you want to do something like a moving car, you use H script.
Okay.
And none of that stuff is done in source code, which means that mods like a mod
You
could
don't have to
make
like just replace the whole game to make a mod.
yeah, yeah. A mod could make a level as elaborate as Weekend 1 without trouble because Weekend 1 is basically using the tools that mods did.
Oh, nice, nice. That sounds good stuff. I was kind of worried that like
Like the the main problem is that there's like there's like a lot of like there's very little documentation on it, so people are just trying to
oh
figure
yeah.
out from the source code.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a bunch of small oversights where like some people will be like, "Oh, this script event doesn't work," and it turns out I didn't implement it because I never used it.
Oh yeah.
Just stuff like that.
It's it says an input system revamp. Like well,
Yeah, so like that's like the input system is like the chunk of code that like receives key presses and
right, right.
correlates them to like that like determines how closely you like hit them in relation to the
To the
actual
music.
song.
Oh yeah.
And all the feedback I've received um it's very much way better than it was before. Um
Okay, nice. Like is I don't I'm not really familiar with how you do like a rhythm game. Is
you
there like
you
a
ki
like a
you basically have to like kind of
Mhm.
you
You have
have
to fake
you
it,
have to
right? Because it's about the like the experience rather than the accuracy, I'd guess, or something.
well like you have to kind of uh be as low to the ground reading the inputs as you kind of are
Oh
able to.
yeah.
Like that's basically the technique is like cuz
Really, so like people
like
can tell if it's like super accurate or not
yeah, like if it takes 100 milliseconds to
to make that
process
like
your
yeah,
input, then
right.
that's almost too long. Like if you press it on time, then it almost doesn't
Huh.
even count.
Right, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow,
Um
huh, yeah. Okay. What's like the threshold for it to be like to count as like a perfect hit? Like,
Um, the um the number that I set that where it like previously the threshold that would give you it was like a step function where it was like if you're within this number you get this score, and if it's in this number you get this score, and now
yeah.
it's like a curve.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like I max out the curve at like 5 milliseconds, which is really, really low. You shouldn't expect to get 5 milliseconds.
Uh,
Like
uh,
for comparison, like the human that's like less than the human reaction time. And the only
right. Yeah.
reason you're able to even get like 40 milliseconds is the fact that you can see the note coming and anticipate.
Yeah, I guess the game doesn't really have like a perfect like a system where you can get a perfect because I yeah, it's like just you have that raw score value
Yeah.
and then that
We
oh, okay.
like um we kind of like you do get like a judgment where it's like where like it tells you like how well you did on a note, and that caps out at 45 milliseconds.
Okay.
Or like it's or like that one happens at like the best one is at like 45 milliseconds or closer. Like that's the sick what sick is. And if
Nice.
you get like if you're getting like good or bad, then that's like farther away.
Okay, and I opened this into another browser where I'm actually signed into Twitter. Uh, got like hot reloading now and little
Yeah,
dialogue
so
system.
if you edit JSON or H script, except for songs, that's a button, that's a known bug.
Oh yeah.
If you edit JSON or H script for like say a stage or a character, and then press F5, it'll reload the game and apply those and like those changes. It will like dump the old data and reload the new data from disk.
Nice. So definitely like hacks
Which
is like oh yeah, sorry, keep going.
like that works really well with I I'm not just using raw H script. Polymod uses like a fork of H script,
Yeah.
or like a heavily overwritten I'm like importing normal H script and then performing heavy overrides on it.
Oh yeah, right, right.
Um and the result is the main thing that I added is um it uses like classes and stuff, which is kind of weird for H script, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
um it also uses uh it also has a lot more error handling.
Oh
And
yeah,
so
God, huh?
instead of crashing when you like reference an unknown variable, it gives you a pop-up, and then n- like if you have a function that like triggers an error, it
Mhm.
gives you a pop-up and then never runs that function again because it knows that function is going to have an error in it.
Oh, oh wow, okay. Wow.
And so the solution is you can go into your is you can go into the script file, edit the script file, press
Yeah,
F5. You don't have to restart the game and see that it's fixed.
and it just works.
Yeah, and that is that is a drastic improvement over editing hacks because um
Hacks got to like recompile that all that
hacks
stuff.
HXCPP has like a 30-second compile time
Yeah,
at
yeah.
in the best case. And like in like we've tried using hashlink a couple times, but it just straight up like there's like it like doesn't like um
Uh,
certain patterns or something.
yeah, yeah.
There's like certain bits of code that work fine on HXCPP that are technically speaking incorrect, which
Oh, yeah,
hashlink doesn't
yeah.
like, and
Huh.
it's hard to find those places.
Yeah. Oh man,
Um, chart editor. Have you seen the chart editor?
I have not. I've done, looked at anything modding related. That's the only thing I've
Did you
like.
see? Did you see the blog post a while back where I showed off the chart editor?
I think
I think we
so.
showed it off in here.
Right,
We would have.
yeah.
We would have showed it off in here.
God, I don't. Do you know the? You can you link that? Kind of want to pull that up. Chart.
Um,
Yeah, I do remember it now. I definitely remember. Yes, did a thing where. Oh God, I don't know.
da-ding.
But it was
This
like
the one.
it was.
Oh, so I was slightly too late.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so that's the old. This is
the
the
other.
old one. This was
Yeah.
probably the old chart editor is probably the worst computer application ever made.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm starting to
Like,
think of a couple. I said
turn on
penis.
turn on the music
Okay.
while we watch the.
I don't know if you guys are able to hear it. Can you hear it?
I can kind of hear it, yeah, yeah, and then
Oh.
you can scroll.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember. Damn, that does look fancy.
This is all Haxe UI.
Nice. Nice.
So
I was
like,
gonna say I'm really glad to see like you guys sticking with hacks. So I felt like I don't know if you're gonna like remake the whole game.
here's the thing. If we had said there was like a blog post that I read one day that was like something along the lines of like if your team decides to start your project from the beginning, your team is screwed.
Oh
Because
yeah.
like if we decide to rewrite the game from the ground up in Godot, we'd be fucking like that'd be screwing us over. The game would take 11 years to launch if it ever launched.
Damn. Yeah. But no. Yeah. I
Like
guess
cuz
hacks.
we all that time you spend you're just spending time doing things you've already done. It's easier to fix something that's broken than to rewrite a new thing from scratch.
Damn. You got like the what do you call them? Like the waveform of the music.
Yeah. This
Oh
is really
yeah.
cool. I don't know if you can see like play that video again. So like
Yeah. Yeah.
if you look, there's like a little form that comes up for the song events that you place. And if you change the event type, it replaces the form.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's built like dynamically from a schema, so you can add your own.
Okay. Okay. Oh man.
That's one of the things I really do need to make an example out of because like
Oh
there's
yeah.
people because like I don't think anybody's messed
It's like
around
one
with.
of those things where you add like mod support, but God, the documenting of all the good
Yeah,
work.
documenting is.
I feel that. I feel that a lot. But damn, yeah.
Yeah, so this tool is how all of Weekend 1 got charted and all the Erect songs got charted.
And it was probably way easier to do it with your own tools now instead of like
Yeah.
whatever the hell was the. Do you know if the original game used the original chart? I guess it had to have, right?
The original, so weeks 1 through 6 used the original chart editor.
Okay.
Week 7, the one with Tank Man,
Yes.
MTH charted that using like a tool she built that used like pulled some stuff in, like it like created appropriate JSONs from like
Some other thing.
it created them from like FL Studio. It was weird,
Oh yeah.
but
Wow.
like also kind of made sense because like you just do it
That's where the
in.
song is.
Yeah.
But this is fancy. Now I got all this.
Yeah.
Huh, I don't know a lot about
It's
Hack
still a
2. Was it
little
hard
it's
to
still
do
a
like
little
the
buggy. There's people reporting issues with basically the chart editor is a teeny tiny bit haunted. There's
Oh
ghosts
yeah.
running around where like you'll place a note or like move it and like the original still be there but you can't select it. and
Huh.
like
I mean, yeah, it's especially for a game that big. I can imagine every little mistake you
yeah.
made is gonna be.
This
They're
this
gonna find it.
this I don't remember if I wrote down the like the hang on. Chart editor state.hx is like 6,500 lines long, and that's after I split things up.
Oh yeah.
I want to say the like if you like add up all the like files, it's like 17,000 lines or something.
Oh man.
But yeah, a
I'm
week
out.
a week or so after we uploaded the like new release of the game, we released uh the source code. Like the code is Apache, but like the songs and like art are like copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
And the way
Okay.
the like way we like implemented that is like a Git sub module.
Oh nice. So it's just like in the original repo. Or
So like yeah, so like if you go to the like if you go to the original repo, it has the newest update.
the new stuff.
This is the new update. 3,400 commits.
So yeah, geez. I mean, fuck. FNF. That was
And we're up to
2021. So it's been like 3 years. That
yeah.
and that. Jeez. I guess yeah. Now that you have, was that a lot of that time just making the new chart editor and all these new
Oh,
systems?
yeah. Yeah.
So now that it's out, it's like shit's gonna get moving.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
idea.
Oh, nice.
Like like we're working to have a new content update like soon-ish.
Oh,
Soon
nice.
registered trademark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are one of the main things that I want to get done before that update is um uh climb over the absolute mountain of pull requests that come in. There's 42 now.
Oh, yikes. Oh, shit, yeah.
A lot of bug fixes. There's
Okay.
one of the major bugs that has been reported is that if you scale a character up, it
Yeah.
messes with the offset with like the animation
Oh,
offsets. Like
God,
they start
offset
shifting
errors.
around when you use animations and like
Yeah. I can imagine.
and
I feel
the
like everyone knows
problem
that
is
feeling
I
with
like look
game
at
dev.
like the code people submit to like uh to fix it, and it's all like I'm not a fan of any of it.
Oh,
Like
I'm
this,
sure it's terrible.
I don't know what this.
Oh, it's good. Okay, just made a couple fixes.
Wait, hang on, hang
I don't
on.
mean to. I don't mean to
Wait,
call people out. I'm
hang
just
on.
kind of curious.
That one looked a little. Hang on,
Wait, why did you just say "bruh"? Sir,
let
that is
me
not.
hang
That
on.
is not.
Let me read this. Let me read this change.
Correct. Wait, this is what we're talking about, right? Correct character scaling on stage.
Oh my
He
fucking
just
god.
switched boyfriend to girl.
Oh my fucking no. This is correct. There's a typo in the fucking code. Because look at
Wait.
the surrounding code refers to girlfriend, but the like actual line said boyfriend.
Oh. Oh. Hey.
So
Wow.
that looks like a copy paste error to me.
Uh. Maybe this is a
So
bra moment.
this is a bra moment.
Bro, you deserve this, bro. It says get girlfriend up here.
This
It says get
literally like
girlfriend down here. No.
this person like I was like what kind of weird change is this, and then I look at the actual change and it's my
Oh.
fault.
No, not in 4K, Eric. I'm sorry. Not on the roundup, not like this. Roast this guy for like having no description in his PR fix. Like, I was fucking asshole. Just this This is not even helping.
But I'm probably gonna improve. Like, I'm gonna test that
Yeah.
PR and probably improve it simply because it's
Damn,
just
2,610. Oh,
yeah.
jeez, guys.
There were so many issues like there's 200 issues in like the past month since we had to close. There was like 1,000 issues on this like okay, like go over to the issues
The
tab.
issues. Yeah.
Search for go to label
I.
and look for legacy.
Oh no. Let's see. 809 closed.
Yeah, this is all the issues that were open before
Kindly help, please help
April
me.
30th, and I just labeled them all and then closed them all in bulk.
Oh, that must have felt so good. Oh yeah.
It did. Here's the thing, it did not feel good because you can only close 25 issues at a time in GitHub.
Oh no.
So it was actually very annoying. It would have been so good if you could close like 800 issues all at once, but no.
4. Damn. Wow. All right. I mean, progress is progress. Now, whew, it's down to almost 200. Do 4, you got less than 200. Nice though. Holy cow. Yeah, congratulations. This seems like a huge success. We love to see it. FNF, keep
Yeah.
on chugging.
Yeah, buy our merch, buy our little boyfriend
Yeah,
toy, buy our
true.
t-shirts, buy our stickers.
Where's the merch? Let me see. I was actually thinking about that. I want to see.
Uh,
I will judge the merch
if you
live.
scroll, I think this page happens to have a link
Ooh.
on it. If you scroll up,
Okay,
like
now you
near the
tell me.
top. Does
You
this page not have
fool.
merch on it? Go
You
to the
fool.
home
You're
page.
wasting free advertising on your blogs. Damn.
There's no link here. You have to
Hold on. It's
you have to go
fine.
to Needle Juice.
No, we got. I know the path. I know the path. It's from
This one
itch
is here,
right
right
here.
here.
Yeah.
Buy our merchandise. Look at our t-shirts. Look at the poster. Look at the poster.
Oh, that is a good poster. Okay. Look at them go. There they are. That poor bird. What the fuck? Oh no. Good stuff. Good stuff, everyone. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's perfect. That's it's amazing. Oh, it's sold out. Oh no. I can't believe this. Well, thank you so much, Eric, for blessing us with the FNF inside knowledge. Now
Yay.
we know. Now we fucking know. Uh, yeah, good stuff. I guess we'll see more in the future what there is to bring. But all right. Yeah. Where is it? Open soundboard. There we are. There we are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, soundboard. Thank you. Yes, yes. Oh, I appreciate it. Yes, yes. Applaud me, peasants.
Time for the Haxe Roundup
Okay.
Roundup.
Okay, roundup time. Roundup. We're rounding it out. Bring it on. Coming soon trailer. Okay. Someone went too far. Who went too far? Why is that so loud? Oh, my Discord volume went back up to 100 for somehow. Okay, someone say something.
Something.
Okay, that was the wrong volume to bring down. Okay, this one. All right.
Something.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, yeah, bring
Is
it
this
on.
is this a Vampire Survivors like?
Yes, we've definitely seen this before. I was also thinking of making my own Vampire Survivors like for the game jam. You know,
I've
this seems really easy to do.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's really easy to do, so like you kind of have to
What
like
I
make it
Yeah.
good.
What I want to do is I want like a 3D version, you know, and like it has destructible terrain, kind of like a mix of guess you could call it COD zombies and Minecraft. But I don't know if I want to go all the way with like a whole voxel system. Maybe just have like pre-built structures that if you shoot enough times, they'll just like poof and like go into a poof of smoke and like disappear. So so it's like the world kind of changes as you're like playing the game, which I thought would be
The
pretty
Haxe
cool.
Roundup is finally
Okay.
over.
No, was that DevCat? DevCat, you monster. He just left. Don't worry, I got him. I sniped him. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the game jam. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and use Heaps or Godot or some. I don't know. We'll see. Or Ka. I
Well,
want to use
wait,
Ka,
hang
but
on. If
goddamn,
it's
we only got a week.
if it's this game jam, then it has to be hacked.
Well, okay. For your information, there
HF
are
Godot.
2 Godot hacks implementations. One I made, and then one that's actually good that has a whole
Oh
channel
yeah,
in
you're
this
using
Discord server.
that's your thing is like the
So
hacks the GD script.
yeah. Why don't you get wrecked before you get shreked?
I've got Shrek this
Shrek.
time.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the other thing would be Ka, and that maybe that'd be an
Did
easier way to do
did
like
they
a
did
voxel
they
system.
so like if I recall, one of the recent versions of Godot added a thing where you can reload GD extensions.
Yes, it's
Did that get implemented into HX Godot so that you can actually uh change code and then not have because last time I tested it, every time you changed the code, you had to reload the whole editor.
the thing about that. Number one, the most basic implementation of that should already work out the box. But this is something I learned from using the Rust GD extension, which is all it takes to like take it a step further and make it reload the properties is like this like 30-line script you can just throw into your project. That'll be like, watch this DLL. If it changes, reload. And so
I see.
even if they don't have it, it's really really easy to do to make it feel just as fast as like the GD script reload system where it just works, right? So the answer to that is yes. And if not, I will do it for you because I'm probably going to use Godot as well or something. Because yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with HX Godot. I was hoping fucking Dazkind would be in here. He came in here last 2 times, but then he left before he could talk about his BGFX thing. And I was gonna be like, "Yo, talk about it right now before we even start." But then he wasn't here, and so we did FNF. And damn it. I mean, not damn it. I love FNF. I came out. Thank you. Thank you, Eric, for your contribution. The latest Asteroids Armory 3D series. Let's go. I know we're all hyped about this. They keep coming out. Maybe I'll use Armory. Maybe I should just fucking use this as an opportunity to use Armory, dude. That might actually be a cool idea. Because then I can know what I'm talking about when like we do like the 20 Armory things that pop up every roundup. Like, holy moly. But look, I don't want to use visual scripting, man. And like, it's going to be a big part of it. It's going to be the Unreal thing where you don't have to use visual scripting, but like every tutorial and every answer and everything related to the engine uses visual scripting. Well, you have like a sleep. Okay, maybe you could do like both. Probably do both. I don't know. I've never used Armory. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. Squidly, not here. Fucking Squidly out here streaming every hour of the day, but can't even round up. Why don't you round the fuck up before you get back to the fuck down? Anyway, related, I'm still looking for work. I'm an expert on Haxlang, especially Hax Flixel. Websites, everything. Oh, this is available for work. Oh yeah, okay. How old is that tweet? I feel like it's been here forever. 2020. Okay, I guess recently. Maybe I should make a tweet like that. Get on the available for work. Yo, if anyone has money, I will code things for you. That's not even false. I'll do it. Oh, hey, fuck, sorry, I missed your thing. Say Sabe. I forget which one it is. I've looked into using Haxe with Armory, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy to convert visual scripts to Haxe. Okay, nice. Yeah. Unreal's not that bad too. You gotta enable like a little checkbox or something, but you can like right-click on the blueprints and see the C++
Yeah.
implementation, which is usually something in the Kismet library you just call it. So it's actually not that bad, but I like complaining about it. Uh, Clockwork Acorn is looking for an experienced Haxe developer to port their game Jetstream to iOS and Android. Oh, hey. What the fuck? I might be able to do that. Oh, jeez, 11 days old. Hope it isn't taken. An experienced Haxe developer port a game to iOS and Android. The ideal person experienced launching Haxe-based titles on iOS and Android. Because I don't technically have experience. This is so sad. I gotta start making games, guys. Just you wait. Zombie Slayer had the game coming out to all your devices. Whoa. Wait a second. Looks so cool. This is also the kind of game I want to make, like a simple little puzzle game. The hard part is, coming up with that premise. I think it's easy to come up with a shitty premise that no one cares about, but a good one. That's pretty good. And it's always hard to know, like, how original do you need to be, right? Like, I feel like there's a lot of successful puzzle games that are just like a reskin of like a classic sort of puzzle, like a Tetris or one of those slidey matchy games with a little twist. Bounties. Product releases. Increeperi has released Tetra Arch made with
Touch art.
Haxe. I fuck up Haxe Haxe flick. Okay, what a whoa. Okay, I like the aesthetic. Oh, it's just
I don't know
Tetris.
how this one. I don't know how this one works. I saw it and I was like, "How does this game work?"
I go on that whole rant about how there's like Tetris clones that can just work. And here we go. Okay. I think this is
I
literally just Tetris, but they call it Tetra Arch because Tetris is copyrighted.
well,
There's no
no.
way
Here's the.
that's it,
It's
right?
he made a line and it didn't clear. So how do you beat this game?
Wait. Oh, you're right. Do you have to make an arch? Do you have to make this structure?
Do you have to? Oh my god! Do you have to like
Oh,
make?
oh, fuck, we're here. Okay. Oh god, that's loud. I'm gonna mute this tab. Sorry. Audio appreciate. Whoa! I hit a button and like switches the corner. So do I choose a
Yeah. So that's
shape?
rotating it.
Is that what's happening? Oh, I guess. Okay. But then what does that mean?
I think. What if you're trying to build the Tetris blocks?
What the fuck does that mean?
Like you try to make a square with the square ones and an L shape with the L shape ones.
Okay, I'll try that. Okay, here's a platform for some squares.
Oh,
Uh,
so turn that one on its side
oh god, like
and then
this.
put it in on the right of that green block.
Okay, like right here.
No, the right side. Right side. Right
Right.
side.
Oh fuck! I'm scared. Did I
You got
do it?
You did not do it. You have to get that one. So try to rotate that one and get that one in the gap.
Oh,
You're trying to
but
make
like,
a
don't we want to try and get the where's? Oh Jesus, I don't like this. I hate Tetris. By the way, my brother is super into Tetris. Like when Tetris 99 came out, he'd get like perfect. He'd win every game, but not me. Uh, dude, what the hell? Okay,
this
I'm just
is
gonna
this is
look. Here's the URL if someone else wants to figure this out.
I'm gonna make
I
an attempt.
I do enjoy the fact that the URL is just the game in full screen on the browser. None of this itch.io bullshit that's just embedded into the fucking. Oh wait, I have some squares. Okay, let me. Oh, I fucked it up. I can't use. What does this mean? What the hell does this mean? Um, I don't understand. Wait, maybe make like a line of squares here. Okay. that do anything? No, fuck you. No, no. Oh god, this is the last one I can put down here if I do this. I don't know. What? Oh, I think I know what you were talking about. Oh my god, I didn't know what you even meant till just now. It's like you want to make a Tetris using a line of all the internal pieces.
No, you're like
So,
you're trying to make like if you see if you see the little like the little internal pieces, you're trying to make like a
but how? It's so hard. Okay, like my mouse. God, okay. If you're making a browser game and it doesn't use the mouse, please make it so I can see my fucking mouse. Oh, it's Haxe Flixel. That's why I can't see my mouse because they didn't do the thing where you can use your mouse. All right.
Oh, I might have it. That did not do it. What the hell?
Damn.
How do you beat this video game?
It's just a troll game. It's just like a new type of rage game where you just can't beat it. Can I save? Oh god, that just
It
shot down.
if you have to make an entire line with the same color, that's physically impossible because there's so many different colors.
This is a video game that means it'd be virtually impossible. I'm just gonna play normal Tetris. Fuck this. This one goes here. Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Oh, hey, damn. Uh, I kind of had some hope. It just worked. But I won in my heart. And is that not just what truly? Oh, I might be. Wait, no, I go here. This goes here. Whoa, I've never done so good in Tetris before. Maybe they have like the Tetris algorithm wrong. I don't feel as fucked right now. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, it's over. Okay, next roundup thing. Where's my mouse? New game. He doesn't even explain it in the tweet. They don't even like. They fail in the game. Who is this person?
Oh,
How do we get them onto the
somebody
roundup?
started it. Somebody started it. If you look, somebody got
Wait, what?
Gio Corelli got a bit of the way through. So clearly, I don't know how you clear. I don't know how you clear lines with it. Maybe it has to be that exact shape. Cuz I got it like I had like the um I had like the purple Tetris box, but it was like the wrong orientation. Which that's going to be if it has to be the right orientation, that's absolutely impossible.
It's a little shenanigan-y. I am claiming shenanigans. I'm dying. Ugh. Someone should type call an ambulance, but not for me. In case you missed. Oh, hey, that's the week up one thing. Discord user Plank Dev. Huh. That name sounds kind of familiar. Is developing a game framework called Lemons. Updates can be found on the project's forum post. Okay, I have too many tabs. I'm sorry, tabs. I like to imagine when I delete the tabs, it does like this scream to echo.
I just keep thinking about Pickaxe, which I haven't touched in a while.
Oh yeah, oh dude. And the worst part is when you come back to a project after all that time. It's. Ugh.
Yeah.
Keep going, dude. You can do it. It'll be hard, but you can do it.
I need to figure out which hacks bugs are still in place
Oh
and which
god, yeah,
ones
you're
are
still
not.
waiting for that.
That's the last
I guess as long as you have all of them written down as issues, then it's just like a matter of time, hopefully. But yeah. Oh, but they're getting written Java, so maybe not. Maybe it's all just fucked. No, they're not getting rid of the job. They're keeping JVM. Okay. All right. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. They're keeping JVM. If you like C Sharp, though, then I heard some guys working on it, but I don't know about. Anyway, fucking Plank. Yeah. Do you want to talk about? Oh, this repository is very old, and I'm going to do a rewrite soon. I think we saw this already, though. Yeah. Uh. It says you. Oh, forum post. Oh, on that's not Discord. Is not a. Oh, because Discord has forums. Sorry, I almost raged there for a second. Is that in showcase? Because we're gonna do showcase. Oh no, it said forum. It's gonna be the forum. Obviously. Lemons. Oh god. Well, there it is. Lemons. Why am I not subscribed to this? Follow. Uh. Uh. Something something. Once I get GLFW, glad externs done. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Plank. If you wanna speak about shenanigans, go right ahead. I'll let you type. I'll let you cook. I'll let you seethe. Bro, I wish I was seething. I'm just grilling. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, yeah, it's all good. Sorry to people who I call out, and it's like, you don't know why you're on the roundup, but you're there, and I gotta ask. Discord. Yeah, we'll go through the showcase in a bit. Git repos. Implement almost full support for Mac OS for Reflex CPP merged. Oh,
Yippee.
Why
this
is
is
that
cool.
there?
Oh wait, you're the fucking guy that did it. Oh shit! I didn't even make the connection until just now.
Yeah, I did not expect for that to show up there.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Okay, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for
You're
all this
welcome.
uh stuff. I guess it's not really Mac OS support, it's just like getting the test stuff working.
Yeah, there's been issues with Evol for it's been breaking with when I try to do all the tests at once.
Yeah, geez, huh? Yeah, it could be something with my code. I don't know. You never know. I'm not a Mac user. But I don't know. Maybe something we could do we could try with sleep to get that to work or
I
something.
tried sleep. I think it actually has to do something with the interpreter itself.
Oh, geez. Huh. What if we had like we just made like a what's it called? An SH file or like some external thing that you run once from Haxe, but then it will run everything like outside of the interpreter. Maybe we could try because the tests are just like it's just like Haxe test dash dash whatever the name. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm sure we could figure something else. Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like if they're working on Linux, it should be okay. Once again, I don't really have a lot of experience with Mac, so I can't really say one way or the other.
They're relatively the same. It's just that with Mac they use Clang instead of GCC.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the only
yeah.
real difference. So there's kind of annoyance when it comes to like rewriting the arguments and what other arguments to put in to not get errors on certain tests.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I had to deal with a lot of that because I wanted it to pass a certain like warning threshold, not just errors. So I've been trying to make the code output like really precise when it came to certain things, like no unused variables, or even if they're unused in Haxe, it doesn't generate them, stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, and then I guess I guess you've also been touching on threading stuff, which
Yep.
I guess has been kind of a nightmare. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess we already kind of talked about it in the chat, but yeah, if you can get that working. I mean, honestly, if you really want to put in the work to do the whatever it was pthread.h,
Yeah, the post
uh,
6 threads
yeah.
thingies.
I mean, if it works for you, I'm very much of the mindset of I'm down for like incomplete implementations of stuff if whatever, we don't have to cover everything. If it just works for Mac, that's cool.
I mean, it will work for Linux as well, but I
Oh
just
yeah,
have to
true.
Windows. I just have to use some virtual machine for it.
Yeah. Oh god. I meant to try out some of the threading stuff. I've also been super busy to see like if I don't know, maybe I can do an implementation of like a thread and see if I can get that working on at least like the virtual machines on Linux and Windows, and then we can like do something else for Mac. Yeah, I've heard Mac is kind of weird to work with Clang and stuff.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Fuck yeah. What made you do you have like a specific project you're like trying to do that needs like something more like a Reflex C++ thing?
Yeah, actually, there was two projects actually. One for my job to
Oh
show my
shit.
boss I was capable for doing like rewriting the game engine for his indie game, where I
Oh
just
yeah.
used Flax and I just written the graphics stuff in Metal and using the Metal API. My problem with the regular HXCPP is that it was too hard to work with externs. Like I would spend too
Hell
much
yeah.
time dealing with externs than I would actually working on the actual graphics. So
Yeah.
Reflex just was an easy pipeline basically.
Yeah, right.
And
Thank you.
sec-
I'm glad it was that
second,
easy.
yeah, with secondly, a lot of for my actual game engine using Vulkan, uh, there's a lot of high level stuff that I wish I could implement into the regular Vulkan, like the Vulkan side render for my actual game engine. And when I found out about hacks, I could just simply just use a high level array to just do everything for me instead of having to do that myself.
Oh
Because the
yeah, yeah.
standard vectors are kind of annoying to deal with.
Yeah. Huh, yeah. Yeah, they are really. It's surprising how few methods they have on the standard vector. It's really annoying.
Exactly. That's why I love using Reflex for like general stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yep.
well, nice. All right. I'm glad someone's using it. I definitely need to get back
Uh,
on that train.
what's the condition of Reflex right now? Like, are there any features missing from hacks that
Uh, for
you haven't
C++,
ported over?
there's definitely stuff missing. For the other projects, GDScript is, I feel like it's basically done. I mean, I'm going to use it soon, so I guess I'll see. And I've had other people say it's pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I guess if you're asking about Reflex itself,
Just
I
for C++.
mean, oh yeah, for C++, I talked about this at like somewhere else recently. It's if you don't use dynamic, it pretty much supports everything. You don't use dynamic and you only use the basic APIs. I haven't done the system, the SYS APIs yet, just because I've been lazy and that's a lot of work. But I mean, yeah, I would recommend it for if you're going to start something from the ground up. It should be pretty good. While it isn't fully compatible with hacks, most of the hacks you write with it should be compatible with like it works as like a subset of hacks, I guess, in terms of its compatibility. So worst case scenario, you could just switch to some other like HXCPP if something doesn't work. But yeah, pretty much it's just dynamic and like dynamic related stuff, which is weird because there's a lot of stuff that uses dynamic they don't expect it to. And so while I support things like interfaces and anonymous structures, there's some quirks in the original Haxe compiler with like interfaces and anonymous structures that I don't support or like isn't supported by Reflex CPP at the moment. So like for example, if you can have an argument in Haxe, and let me go pull up the playground to show this off. You can have like an argument for a function that's an anonymous structure, right? But I don't have to pass an anonymous structure to use it. So you can be like, oh, something that has, a fish argument of type int, right? And then I guess I could just trace something dot fish. And I could have like a cat class. And public function new, boop, var fish. That probably has to be public, right? Public var fish. int equals 0. And then you can, let me do like fish plus plus. You can modify fish on blah. And so, okay, this one went way too deep. But if you do C, pass in the cat, it'll take in the cat object and then add 1 to it, and it'll modify the original cat. So that C dot fish is now 1. And underneath all the targets, this system essentially uses the dynamic system. So while technically you aren't writing dynamic, it does use like the dynamic feature. And so there are things like this where like in Reflex C++, I do support anonymous structures, but only in the sense that like you can pass an anonymous structure to here, or if you pass an object to this, it'll create a copy of the fields that the anonymous structure has, but you can't modify the original because you need some way to reference it and then modify its properties in like a typeless way, which is what, kind of dynamic is. So, yeah, so I guess long story short, it's only dynamic, but the issue is, there's a lot of places you don't expect for dynamic to be required for like niche things, but yeah, one day it'll be good. I mean, I'm using I'm developing 3 games with it, or I've worked on 3 games with it. And each time I develop something with it, I make it a little bit better. And then one day I want to use it in Unreal and like have the dynamic system so perfect I can use H script instead of blueprints because I fucking hate blueprints, as I was talking about earlier in this in this roundup. But yeah, definitely give it a shot, but don't try and port an existing project to it.
I wish HScript would compile to some faster interpreter, but
right, or you can like embed it somehow instead of needing the Haxe compiler to do stuff with it. Like it would be really nice if there was like HScript had like a C library interpreter you can embed into anything.
Something like that. That'd be nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'd probably be easier to do than Reflex C++, honestly. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Because I was thinking about maybe instead of going through all this work to get dynamic working, I instead just embed a JavaScript run like interpreter, like V8 or something, and then just use that and compile the hacks that I want to script with to JavaScript. And that'd be kind of cool. That'd be like a fun project. So, yeah. But, yeah. Small library for dealing with large buffers of int64 size. HX big EO. Oh. Dimension scape. Yeah, look at this. Seems like HX CPP. I guess that's where you'd want it, huh? Just get a big bunch of numbers. You need numbers? This is your guy. Alright, cool. There was someone with a similar profile picture in the chat, and I thought for a second that was him. Dimensionscape, are you here? No. Okay, I don't think so. Crossbite. Crossbite, a versatile cross-platform framework offering essential tools and utilities, streamlined application development across diverse environments. Oh. Oh, it's the same guy. Okay. All right. Once again, it's one of these ones where it's really vague. It sounds awesome. Whoa. This is a whole implementation of the API? What is this? Crossbite? Huh. Interesting. I'm not gonna deep dive into that too much. HX Gemini Haxe functions used for the AI environment. Okay, cool stuff. I'm gonna. I don't know anything about Gemini. Is that Python?
That's Google's AI chat GPT thing.
Well, I was like saying, is it a Python bindings or C++?
I guess it's to
It has to be
like
Python, right?
well, it's connecting to. I guess it's connecting
Oh,
to
it's like an
an
API. Sorry, that's fair. I don't know, sometimes people use API to refer to like not an online API. I don't know. So it gets confusing. Okay, damn, that's pretty cool. Okay, wait, what? HTML5 game made with Haxe Flixel. Tetrach Boromino? Oh, is this the
Tetrarch.
Tetris game? Oh, this is the
Geronimo.
Tetris game.
This is the game. Yeah.
Oh, it's back. Okay, wait. Maybe
This is
we
the
can
source
dive in
code.
and learn what is happening. Oh
Play
God. Okay,
state. Read play state.
you're true. Uh, okay. There's something about clockwise and move block. Okay, we gotta look for where it places the block, right? Surely it'll like. Is it apply state? Oh wait, place block. Okay. Like zooming around. Copy the block into the board state. Detect tetrominos. Is that like a word for something in geometry that we just don't
Tetronymos
know?
are the words for the thing. That's what the things are called.
But like, does that mean something outside of this game? Oh, it's the name of the Tetris like shapes.
That's what I. That's what I mean. That's what the
I-
Tetris shapes are called. They're tetronymos.
uh. Okay, so is it something? So can fit. Okay, so that's for the game over. So this is okay. This is where something's detected, like for each block type, for each rotation. If the
If the
block is the
block is
same as the current block type for this silhouette. What? Bro, I am confused. What was bro cooking? It's like this man is too genius for us. We don't understand his like his brilliant uh shenanigans. I don't know. If anyone wants to decrypt the master. My understanding is it does a flood fill and checks if it matches the correct tetramino. But I could have sworn we tried that, right? And it, like getting them all together didn't do anything. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. Uh. Uh. HXP bufflib. Extensive buffer features with structuring and prototype support via abstract. Oh, hey, nice badges. What the fuck? I want these. Holy cow, where's this from? Camo.get user content. Let's. Oh, interesting. Okay. A defect cross-platform command line build. Oh, another Dimension Escape one. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm just killing time waiting for. I feel like Zan's Lands is about to type up the most brilliant. Oh, like if your shape has an extra Mino of the same color touching, it's not a perfect match. Maybe you did remove matching rotation. Not sure about that. Yeah. I I, I don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention to it. I just kind of hope that at some point something would change. Seems like a really hard game. Uh, the blowing mechanic has been added back to the jitter game. Guys, hear me out. The blowing mechanic.
You can knock people out into space.
Oh shit, that's awesome. I don't. Is there a benefit to this? Is it just a blow, just for fun, as games are?
What did I come back to? The blowing mechanic has been added back. I was
Yes,
gone for a little bit, and I heard.
the blowing mechanic has been added back to the jitter game. That is what is happening. Oh no,
Wait.
not the boys!
Wait. I love the physics on them when they bounce off. Whoa.
It's just decimated them for no reason. They're gone. Oh no! I wonder if you could launch them into another one. Just open it up. What is happening? Oh, goodbye. Oh, yo. This is truly the first Strand type game. That shit's stranded forever once you blow it out. Okay, what is this? I don't know if anything's gonna top that. The wacky, exciting world of pulling switches in Renane. Ooh, it's one of these where you jump up and pull it. Oh, the guy just pulls it for him. Or no, that's like the tutorial. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool stuff. I like how they always say some library releases, just like big ass list of shit.
I don't know if we uploaded it to Haxlib yet, but the code for the visualizer, so like when you like look at Nene in the update, she's got like the speaker and the music and like the bars move to the music.
Where's the URL?
The code behind that is in a separate MIT licensed Haxlib. I just don't know if we ever made it. Like we ever put it up on Haxlib. It's available on GitHub right now, though.
Oh, so I'm sure if we just go to the GitHub. Okay, I'm not. No, I want to see it. I'm gonna see it. Where is it? It's in one of these links I posted somewhere.
FunkViz.
Did someone upload it? Oh, okay. Nice. FunkViz. Processing audio data into frequency data. Is this what you also used for the editor with the sound waves, or was that like in the
the editor sound waves are like amplitude based, not frequency based, so it's different.
What does that mean? What
exactly?
What does that mean? Okay, nice. Is this like extern based, or is it just like from scratch, or
I
don't know.
think it's from scratch.
Oh fuck yeah! Okay, bruh, good stuff. Nice. Okay. Did you just wait? Say that again. It wasn't sample based. It's frequency for what?
So the one in the chart editor is based on like volume.
Amplitude is what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one in the
in the game is
the one that's in the game is like low frequency sounds go on one side and high frequency sounds go on the other.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, I guess I don't know. It just seems like it's both like bars that increase from 0 to 1 and it gives you a ratio of how loud it is. But I guess yeah, that's based on like the deepness or not of stuff. Okay. Damn, that's gonna be awesome. Now that that's there, because I guess you can now just throw that anywhere in any. FNF. Isn't it weird how close FNF is to FNAF? I'm so sorry. Anyway,
It is.
I'm getting distracted. Oh, I Dale him. Are you trying to tell me about a thing? Open source the unfinished Undertale system I created for Undertale Purple. Oh, holy moly!
It's Gerple time.
It's Gerple time indeed. Oh shit! Special thanks to the Funkin' crew, the Undertale team, Haxe developers, Toby Fox.
Ah!
It's a lot of. All right. Is there like a? Is there? Can you send us a picture so I don't have to compile this? See what it looks like.
Did I come late?
Like, this is underdeveloped. Oh, did someone say something?
Did I come late?
I mean, fashionably. So I
Okay.
wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay.
I'll give you a recap after we go over Undertale Purple.
Alright,
That's
sure.
okay. It's okay. I Dale him. Uh so is this a gizmo modding tool? I'm not sure what that means. Is this something for like the battle system? Or yeah. I feel like that is an interesting thing about Undertale. It's like how do you design those battles with the different distinct bullet shapes and patterns? I think there's quite a few fan engines that like just have a cool system. Oh, so it's more like a character creator kind of thing. Oh no, not a character creator, like a huh. So it's just like a base engine for making Undertale like games. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Is it licensed just for like? What would be cool if we could just make any kind of game with this, not even just Undertale. That'd be a cool engine. Just have like sort of like an RPG maker, but
Mhm.
for Undertale stuff. We need a Haxe Roundup recap sound effect for the YouTube channel. uh, I'm sure you can do it, say Sabe. You got the skills. Okay, nice. We love to hear it. Yeah, take your time. We're here, waiting on hands and knees and feet and butts. I'm sure most of us are sitting actually, so maybe mostly on butts. But I agree, very epic. Um, yeah, I guess that about wraps up. It's time for more people to throw your contributions into the void that is the Roundup if you'd like. In the meantime, I'm going to. I guess we're not completely done. There's core changes. Sometimes these are pretty fun. Structinate. No, ignore non-physical fields merged. What is this about? Error. Object requires field bar. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder.
Struct in it. Interesting.
That seems like a big breaking change though, because what if people do initialize the non-physical fields?
Well, it has to be specifically if you're using struct in it, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, like, surely some people would still just give it bar, and then I'm guessing it does both now.
Well,
Bar
it's
is
not if
optional.
if it has a getter and a setter, then it can't have.
Well, I guess I mean, can it just like create the object then
Well,
assign call the setter
like
anyway?
if you give it if it has a getter and a setter, then you can't assign that value.
Really?
You shouldn't be able to assign that value, right?
I mean, but it's the point. I don't know. Let me try.
I don't know if is struct in it hacks 5.
No, Structinet's like Structinet's been here for a while. That's like that
I've
might
never
be
used struct
Hacks
in it before.
3. I've never used it either.
I see the point behind it.
Right. I don't know. I'd prefer and this is weird because I feel like it'd be more typing, but I kind of wish it was more like the C# thing where you just do like kind of a struct in it, but you type the class first. Because if I see a struct, I'm going to assume it's a struct. I'm not going to assume it's creating a class. So I feel like it's kind of what the kids like to call a code smell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, var b get set int public function get b return public function set b. Oh, what? No, stop. B return 1. Final B equals. Oh, there's not a constructor, so I guess you just do this. And then file and then. Huh. Oh, because it doesn't know it's a class. Requires B. Okay, and if I give it B, it would still assign it. What the hell? Oh, it kind of does.
I think
That's
it. I
not even-
think it
that
might
is-
have. It
that's-
might have.
This is wrong.
It might have crunched out the. What happens if you add?
This should print. This should make a thing
No,
that.
like go into main and print b.b.
Prints. So it
And so
calls?
the getter and setter got
got like filtered out.
yeah.
But like this isn't the intended behavior. This is like
Yeah.
wrong because this should just there should be no state that holds B. Okay, so I guess this does make sense. Huh. All right. Interesting. Okay, cool. I guess that's even for 4.3.5. So I guess congrats to struct init motherfuckers who like your init shit.
I don't know what stuff coming in 4.3.5 and what stuff is coming in 5.0.
I guess the real question is, did they just stop this from happening, or did they fix it so it uses the setter? I feel like it should just use the setter instead, right? I don't know. Oh god, I don't want to read OCaml right now. Oh yeah, it just does an if check, so I guess you can't do it anymore. It is what it is. Make Mac Universal builds more universal. I haven't pulled yet. Toblisk for Sisk. Me too, Plank. Me too. Even though I feel like I've gotten pretty good at OCaml. I've made a
They're
couple
getting more and more
PRs.
stuff done with HXB.
Ooh,
To be really
yeah.
interesting.
That is exciting. God, what was I gonna do with
Has anybody tried to use it with Funkin yet?
Funkin? No, but that's probably gonna be pretty big when that happens, right? Because I wonder if you could combine it with HScript. Because HScript just loads it like its source files, but no, because that needs like a different interpreter.
HScript is interpreted at runtime.
Yeah. But like, what if you had like a macro that reads in the HXB and then out? I don't know. Because at compile time, you hypothetically, I think, could take the HXB and get like the string version of the Haxe, and then maybe you could like embed that somehow. But I guess what's the point of having the interpreted system then? I don't know.
Sorry, what's HXB about?
It's a binary format for storing Haxe, like compiled Haxe like AST code. The idea being that instead of having to recompile, like reparse Haxe code every time you compile your whole project, you can like they can optimize it by like compiling it into this format. Presumably for stuff like libraries in your system, those can stay precompiled, so when you run your project, it'll be faster. But also, you can use it to compile
parts of your own project that haven't changed.
Yeah, it's essentially like it's not like how do I put? It's not a closed source thing though. It's like a way to optimize and like compress your source code.
How do you declare the partitions?
I think it's just like how you do with a target, right? So you do like -js, and then you put like index.js, and it'll compile your Haxe into a JS file. I believe it's just -hxb, and it compiles your project into a.
But does it An expected main or something?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
yeah, there's no way to execute the HXB because it's just like it's essentially just like source code, right? Because or like Haxe code. Because the point of Haxe is you can still compile it to
Yeah.
other languages.
It's like a precompiled header of not
Yeah, so it's like I
exactly,
think
but
it's way
effectively.
for more like libraries and stuff where
Right.
yeah, because every time you compile something, all the libraries have to be reread in case you're doing something with macros that like affects the like you can put a build macro on a library class that can modify it somehow. So technically, hypothetically, everything needs to be recompiled. So with this, it still allows that,
It
but
doesn't have to be reparsed. Right.
exactly. It's just like a binary representation of the structure of the already parsed information. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How do you enable HXB? Do you have to use Haxe 5?
Yes,
Okay.
unfortunately. And not just Haxe 5, but like a pretty recent version of Haxe Nightly too.
I have the Haxe. I tried it. Like you have to use Haxe Nightlies for pickaxe anyway
Oh
because
yeah.
there's bug fixes in the Nightlies for Java. For
Yes.
JVM rather, because Java's deprecated.
Rip in peace, Java. I like the sacrifice though. You lose two compile. It's kind of interesting because that's kind of what Java and C# compile into, like source representations of the source code that are interpreted. But now Haxe has that. Signature dependencies part 2 merged. Oh god, some wacky shit. All right. Valid right redefinition work merge. Allowing a special TD definition. Encountering a type parameter to type parameter assignment in that mode. We pair the two up and admit unification. Once we're done with that, we check the constraint. What? Okay. Some cool stuff. No, just the Java. JVM is still going to be supported.
Yeah, you can't compile to Java source code, but you can compile to Java bytecode.
Which is a weird distinction because I don't know. I feel like it'd be easier to generate source code.
Yeah.
Generating bytecode sounds way
The
harder
problem
to
is that
maintain.
the thing that was generating the source code was like
The stuff that
was super old. It was the thing that was generating the source code was like super old, hard to maintain. Like they could the one person who wrote it left and they couldn't maintain it.
damn.
And so fixing it would have required a full rewrite.
Yeah.
And they already had JVM, so they were like,
screw you, Java. Yeah, it is. Moxie is Moxie not in this, and that's why they can't. Oh my god. Spreading straight up misinformation. I'm a roast him. What should I say? What emote should I type? I'm typing this one. Did I do good? Anyway. Fix everyone just reply to that message with an emote. Man called me grandpa. You hate to see it. Reification pattern matching regression issue. I think I might have encountered this actually. Okay, I'm glad that's fixed, I guess. Fix dumped dependencies, add defined opt-out of HXB cache. Oh yeah, so I guess HXB caching is like on by default in Haxe 5.
interesting.
So you have to disable it if you don't want your libraries to be cached. Okay, that's pretty cool.
So the way to test HXB is to just build in
use the
Haxe
Haxe
5.
compiler. Yeah. All right. I'm glad
Okay.
you're that confident about it. I'm really happy
That's
this is.
that's not that hard to test. I should look into that.
I mean, if that's how it is already, I assume it must be pretty workable. I wonder
Yeah.
how long until libraries are just like download it as HXB. I guess that kind of sucks if you want to see the
Well, that
source
sucks
code.
if you want to see the source code.
Yeah. I don't know. It should still be an option.
I would assume that it would just be at once it compile time. Like I don't know that shipping in binary is a necessary given how fast it compiles.
Yeah. Don't choke on name position for reification pattern matching? What does that mean? I don't know. Name position fucked me up though, because like they added a new property for within the macro structures that gives you the position of the name versus the entire expression for some things.
I see.
So like if you had like var name colon type equals something, you get the position for that whole thing, but you couldn't get the position of just the name, which could be important for some stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know. I needed it for some stuff. I don't remember what. But the but the issue is adding that one little field between like 4.3.2 and 4.3.3 or whatever. It, like screwed up with so much Reflax stuff because Reflax runs only in macro time.
Mhm.
That was fun because yeah, like I had the longest time where I didn't really know the proper way on how to check Haxe versions on like in the conditional compilation. Like I was doing it wrong somehow. I was doing like there's like a Haxe version or like a Haxe define that I was comparing to a number and it's supposed to be a string or it's a string. I don't remember what the
Yeah.
details were. It's a nightmare though. But yeah, I got pinged somewhere. Oh, he just responded to me. All right. Yeah, I guess that's about wrapping it up. Uh I wish I had something to show off. I said I would last time, but I don't. So I guess that's that.
I am. There's one. You said you're done.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not. Don't let that stop you if you want to.
Well, there's like this issue I've been experiencing. I'm waiting for the public build of the game to build. The public build of Funkin. But basically I can now since the source code is public, I can now complain about this specific bug.
Okay, yeah.
So once the game starts, I will share my
Yeah, share that.
screen.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I didn't do showcase. I'm so baffled by the fact that just all of showcase isn't in the roundup though. Because clearly he goes through it, but huh. Well, I guess there hasn't been a lot of showcase recently. Damn. You'll need to get your stuff together. Post more in showcase.
Mm-hmm. We did get. Well, I'm wait. It's like at the linking step. It's taking so long for some reason, but we have merged a bunch of PRs for Funkin.
Oh yeah.
There's one that fixes custom custom note styles were mostly working, but then like they were just there was like one bug that was preventing them from working, and someone fixed that.
Nice.
Okay, so I've got I have to share my screen to demonstrate this one.
Do it.
So,
Yes.
So I am in the chart editor. I have to turn off Riva Tuner.
I hardly know her.
There we go. But say I open Dab Battle in the chart editor. And I want to debug something with the note render. And I go
Yeah.
to chart editor state.hx and go to handle note display. I'm really good. I've gotten really good at navigating VS Code.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that.
But say I want to like look at the. So I set a breakpoint here in the chart editor state, and then when I go in here, it crashes the debugger. I don't know if you saw that. So the reason I've determined that this is happening, I'm not super good at like I'm not exactly sure how to get logs out of VS Haxe. That doesn't crash if you don't set the breakpoint.
Huh.
So the problem is with the debugger.
Okay.
And
Yikes.
and my current theory that's like not specifically proven is that it sets the breakpoint here. Wait, I think I recall the way to prove it. So if I go, so the trick is collapse the variables view.
No way. No way.
And then if I launch it again and do the same thing, it works. And as soon as I because when you open the variables view, it queries every property of the chart editor state. And I think what's happening is is one of the properties it's querying, like in the, like for example, in the getter, there's like a null object reference in the getter.
And then like you can't get that information without crashing.
Like you can't, because like it's happening not in the game thread but in the debugger, because the debugger is calling it, so it's not hitting my crash handler code. I have a bespoke crash handler for this game, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Like if I load up the song and then I hit this and then I enable this breakpoint, I hit it just fine. I can start stepping. Except I can't, apparently. But so maybe it's not the properties, but anyway, this is, if you don't set the breakpoint, the game doesn't crash.
Okay.
So how do I see the logs for VS Haxe?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, is that it?
This might be it. This is like the logs for like the autocomplete and stuff.
Huh.
Which appears to be at least somewhat functional today.
Okay.
Okay, right. See, it gets. See, so a lot of the time when I try to read, like if I look at, I can, anyway, what I was saying is this. Okay. So like the other issue is that like most of the time, if you try to access a it would like the autocomplete was working just a second ago and now it's stopped working.
Huh.
It says recursive at generic function, and I don't know.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean? I mean, I guess the generic function's using its own. Yeah. Huh.
somebody who knows the tools better could probably figure out what's going on. Because it's entirely possible it's Funkin's fault. I'm not.
It is, but it's also very likely that it's not your fault.
Like, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's also true that if it's my fault, I have no idea how to diagnose it or fix it. Like if
Right,
there
right,
was
and-
a big, like if there was a big red, like when I hovered over this, like I would much prefer if I hovered over this and there was a big red error message that said, "Oh, this class has an error in it. It can the thing couldn't parse it," and then I could go fix it.
I was gonna say if you don't know, then it means it's not your fault because VS Code is not handling it right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's
like-
clearly something with debugging.
Like
So
if it's my fault, then the debugger isn't telling me it's my fault. So it's the
Yeah.
debugger's fault, and therefore not my fault.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe, God, it sounds awful. Maybe make a. That's the thing. I guess you don't really know how to replicate the error,
thing is,
right?
anybody who has like literally like in March, I was like, I'm having this bug, and somebody was like, I would need to see the source code, and I'm like, bitch, you can't have the fucking source
Oh,
code.
yeah.
That thing's not out yet, and
Oh,
now
but I
the
guess now
update's
they
out.
can,
Nobody wants to
okay.
test it.
Damn. Yeah, it's a lot of lines. Yeah, I don't know, maybe did you try making like a simple project with the getter
Simple I think
issue?
I did. I can't remember now. Let me look at my list
think
of
that-
Git issues created by me.
That's kind of interesting idea. I was gonna say, is there any like, what are the getters in the chart editor state? Is there anything that does a lot of processing that could possibly have that kind of error? I don't know.
I'm trying to see if I made an issue. I don't think I made an issue, or if I did, it was a long time ago. Oh yeah. Also, another thing is I'm trying to see. Okay, there's still there were I just double checked the issue I made, and they are working on it.
Oh, nice.
Or no, this is a different issue.
Oh.
Have you ever used HXP before?
It sounds familiar, but my brain is saying I've never heard of that before, so I guess not.
It's a thing for. Let me show you like an example. Like
In
this.
OpenFL.
This. Imagine using this instead of. You would be using this instead of a project.json or project.xml.
Oh, you just use Haxe? I'm a big fan of that.
You just use Haxe, and you can use, which lets you use functions. You can use like actual like you can use actual if statements for the logic instead of like that weird.
I'm a huge
conditional
fan
stuff.
of that. Why the fuck are they not doing this? I
It's
hate
because this has
the
existed
XML.
for years, but like it just has kind of been like nobody uses it because nobody uses it because nobody
Or
uses
even
it.
Ka has
right?
a better system than the XML. They got like the Node.js thing, the JavaScript.
Yeah, that'd be.
Even that's like more. This is like the ultimate thing. What? Huh?
Like I spent a bunch of time trying to get apparently. So like I was trying to use this in like November 2021 and having issues, and then the other day I was like, I should try and use this. because basically what I wanted to do was make a thing like rewrite the XML so that it would
Yeah.
have so that things would be based on feature flags.
Okay.
So like
Huh.
if there was a feature that I wanted to test, I could like make it only available if you used a certain compile define.
Oh
Or
yeah.
and then like make a set of compile defines that are only enabled or disabled on like appropriate platform. If like something isn't available on a platform, it's not. And then
Yeah, you
that
would
and
do
then I
something
would go
else.
into the code and get rid of every instance of if web and replace it with like say if file system available or something like that. And then that makes the
True.
that makes it more readable. It's like, why is this only on web? It's like, well, the answer is simple. It's only because you don't have the file system on there.
Yeah. Yeah, huh. On the page it says those HXP has had a commit 8 months ago. Is it maybe?
Yeah. The bug I was specifically experiencing is when you build even like this is just a Hello World project where I took the XML and replaced it with an XP. And this is the bug that I was getting. Uncaught exception. Could not find lime.ndll. Please copy it from the source folder, which is not where the lime.ndll is located. So it's looking in the wrong folder.
Yeesh. NDLL, is that an echo?
That's Nico, I think.
Oh, Nico.
Because I think Lime, the Lime application still runs Nico.
God, when you said that, I'd use all of my strength not to go Nico. Anyway, were you gonna say something, Besh?
Oh yeah, I was gonna be saying like, do you need Lime CFFI for HXP? I've used HXP as well in the past like 2 years, and what I
Oh.
do is I just disable it so I don't get that error.
We need CFFI.
I know for the main game, yeah, it's you need it, but for the or HXP, I don't really see a reason for it.
I don't know. Like you'd have to you'd be disabling it for you. How would you disable it for HXP
Let me.
and not for the actual application itself?
I just use a HXML and to just do like put in a special definition that just disables it.
Well, if you're using a I can't use an HXML because I'm using Lime. That's the entire point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
more complicated with the specific build.
Like Lime doesn't use HXML at all. It uses Lime build and it uses and it gives you if we were using like an HXML, we wouldn't be using Lime.
Fucking Lime, dude.
Somebody. So first, your class name doesn't match your file. Okay. So first problem, apparently the HXP needs to be named that. Like it needs to be named project. Secondly, Lime is getting the path wrong. So they were testing it last week. Okay. Anything else people want to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I already ranted about what my plans were for the game jam. Anyone else plan on entering? Telling ya.
Not really.
Only like 3 people enter every year. This is my year. I'm gonna be the 4th person. I'm gonna be way cooler
It's gonna
than
be.
everyone else.
You're gonna win this time.
Every time
Wait, how many people
I
joined?
look at the Haxe jams, I'm like, holy shit, no one entered. I could have made something really cool and like been the guy, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna bounce.
Oh, okay. You could all. There's a joke somewhere about you don't have to bounce. You can just hit this. You can bounce. You're gonna like a basketball. I don't know. I don't fucking
Okay.
know.
See ya.
See ya. Well, anyone else?
So your reflex CPP, are you garbage collecting that, or are you using all reference counting?
Oh no. It's all reference counting, all with the standard library that uses shared pointers. Yep,
Have you done any perf testing on it?
perf.
Performance, like
Performance. Yes. I have not. Probably should, huh? Uh,
well,
I don't know.
only if it's something that interests you. I've been trying to figure out like the right way to get high performance hacks, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know. I mean, it's essentially it. Hmm. It's like just writing C++. So, because for the most part, it's if you write a value type, it goes on the stack like a value type in C++. Otherwise, it's a shared pointer. Does it works like that? And
Yeah,
there's a good chance like a lot of performance tests would actually not do that good because garbage collection does better with certain algorithms or something, or I don't know.
right. It's often the perf tests don't show the garbage collection. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. The motivation for me was never really performance. It was more just like compatibility with like bigger C++ frameworks that have trouble integrating with like the Haxe garbage collection system.
Hmm.
So it's not something I've been thinking about, like Unreal Engine, for example, where you need like a very precise sort of structure to your class to make it compatible with the engine, and then it kind of, you give it the C++ code and it handles everything versus like it being a library you can just write bindings for. I guess. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's that. Hmm. You probably could use it for performance reasons. I wouldn't say it's the leading like it's had a lot of focus in its
Sure.
development for that. So yeah, I don't really know. Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I just always try and keep expectations low because I don't know. I still don't really understand garbage collectors, and they always seem kind of magical to me. So it's hard for me to like talk down on them and be like, "Oh, this is such a more better system," because I don't really know. I yeah.
I like the garbage collectors. However, I do agree. There's actually some issues I had with Vulkan when I was using my game engine that Reflex could have easily fixed. It was because when I didn't use Reflex, I just had everything be an extern basically,
Oh
and
yeah.
having doing that just has the garbage collector clear out the objects that I don't need anymore, but it doesn't clear it at the precise time I need it to be cleared. So now there's messes, there's tearing and all this that I
Oh,
then had to
yeah.
manually write a separate garbage collector that is kind of crappy, but is able to clear out the stuff as such. And then switching to Reflex, it dealt with that because I could just write an even better garbage collector.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused why there's no native finalize system inside Haxe if we're using a garbage collector.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's annoying as you
Yeah.
have to do a bunch of workarounds.
When I asked what's his name? The main Haxe guy.
The creator
Nicholas.
stuff?
Nicholas? Or,
Yeah, when I asked Nicholas about it, he said just to use make a macro to do it. And I was like, I guess. But
Oh.
Yeah. Also, with Lime, that another thing about Lime that I hate a lot is that originally, the same thing that I love about Reflex is that because Lime is very hard coded with everything, it is really hard to write a graphics API separate from OpenGL with Lime, which is why when I had to, because Lime uses HXP, you kind of have to like rewrite majority of the backend of how Lime works. And the problem is that
Oh,
it just
yeah.
took me 2 years just to rewrite the most simplest rendering possible. And I haven't even rendered a triangle yet.
Oh.
I've been I wrote like a another backend for heaps using something called the Forge, which sits on top of metal and Vulkan and stuff.
Nice.
But I just found from a debugging point of view, there were just so many layers that, like, if there was a feature, if there was a bug inside, like, somewhere, I wasn't sure if it was like heaps, if it was my code, if it was the Forge, or if it was like metal or whatever. I'm just like, there's too many layers here, and it all kind of doing similar abstractions. So my new approach is to just write a direct metal driver for heaps directly.
Wait, does
Um,
Heaps not have a metal driver?
heaps does not have a metal driver. No.
Huh.
So I assume it just focuses on Molten BK or OpenGL.
It doesn't
then?
use. It just does OpenGL and DirectX 12.
That's kind of inefficient because OpenGL might be removed sometime in the future.
Sometime never. Yes. But yeah, but like that's why my next approach is to do a native metal API, and then after that a web. Like I was thinking about doing a web GPU one, but again, it was going to get into the same problem as I had with the Forge. Until that's super stable, I'm just going to do a direct metal one. And then if I have to, a direct Vulkan one for Linux. But that's much longer.
Doesn't Hashlink have support for Vulkan?
No.
I
It
thought I
has
saw in the source code.
there's like yeah, so Hashlink will let you pass in the ability to create a Vulkan window, but like the Vulkan renderer is like for heaps is like I don't know, 10, 15, 20% done or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
I think he abandoned it
That's
in
not
favor of
good.
DX12.
Okay, now that makes actually a lot more sense. Well, they're relatively the same, so
Yeah, I just find after I built like a Vulkan Tinker Toy Vulkan driver for a few things, and I think maybe even heaps, but it was like it's just so much like every little thing that's out of whack just fails for some unknown reason. Like, and it's like you have to get every little detail right, if or it doesn't work. And like the error messaging I've always found was obtuse and just like found Vulkan to be overly touchy, I guess.
Yeah, I had the same experience with Lime where I had to decompile the NDLL and then put in my own like just inject my own source code into it and hope to God it nothing breaks. And sometimes it did. Majority of like my first year was just trying to figure out what an NDLL has inside.
Hmm.
Like how does what exactly is an NDLL and why does it differ from a regular like dynamic library? And it was pain. It was, and then the worst part about it is that what what you just said, it also applies to Lime. I don't remember exactly because it was like a year ago. All of this was just a year ago, and right now I kind of just abandoned the project to just in favor of just making a Reflax CPP engine.
Hell yeah.
I might stick with Lime for some stuff. As Lime, there's some stuff I love about Lime, which is like the support. The majority of third party libraries it has supported and stuff. But I do have to find a better way to actually support this instead of like the only problem is that when there's commits to the C++ side of Lime, it just breaks my current setup. And I know that's not
Yeah.
gonna be good for the future.
Well, I just use
Um,
it. I don't use Lime. I just use like HXML native build stuff for Haxe and use heaps.
I gotta say, it would be nice if there was like a competing like hash link, like not just like hash link C, but like hash link like virtual machine engine compete with heaps.
It would be nice to be able to dynamically load. You can. I've embedded HashLink into Unreal like once upon a time.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
like you
nice.
can embed HashLink in things pretty easily. The thing you can't do is like load multiple modules. That's the thing that's super annoying.
Ah,
Uh,
yeah. Huh. Yeah, I think you might have brought that up before. Or someone did.
Hmm.
That
Probably.
seems weirdly like what? You can't? Why not? That huh.
Because there's a lot of it is globally scoped.
Ah,
Yeah. So
huh.
there isn't like a partly I think because Nicholas doesn't need it to be anything else fully
Yeah.
scoped. So like uh there's no there's no sort of module encapsulation. So you kind of have to unload or load the whole thing, and then the like unloading it, you have to destroy the whole everything to unload it. So
Hmm.
I have a question about Hashlink actually. As a friend of mine who actually uses Hashlink, he said he had the reason why he stopped using Hashlink was because there was stack smashing when you have like over 1,000 instances.
instances of what?
Whoa. I've never heard of that. What is stack
Uh,
smash?
I never encountered this when I ever used Hashlink, and he just said 1,000 instances when you're binding with Hashlink and C.
1,000 instances of
Huh.
what?
Like, he wasn't specific. I don't know. That's why I want to know if you
Uh
have anything about if you
I
can
guess like
clarify on that.
there's like X I haven't used a lot of hash but there's like when you bind to C you make like a God, I don't remember. There's like a sort of object you create to
I've done a ton of that stuff.
connect to them.
Well, I mean, they have kind of a foreign function interface where like you just declare like a DLL with the right symbols in it, and it just uses C-level linking to find the symbols.
Yeah.
But then I've got like my own. I based it off of Nicholas's abandoned one, which is a like a foreign function interface definition, a module definition,
Mm.
using like an IDL file, and then it generates all the hacks, the hash link markup for you. So you can you write the IDL, and then like it'll generate both the thing you need to compile in your library, and then it'll generate like the runtime side of it where it gets loaded. So, which I use pretty extensively. I've written stuff for like like box 2D, box 2C, recast, like a variety of physics things, variety of rendering, like whatchamacallit. But they're all like in various degrees of being finished, right? So it's not really anybody can just go use it, but it's like I use HashLink with a large number of C++ modules bolted into it. I have yet to see the stack smashing thing. So maybe I just haven't done enough of it. Like maybe I haven't just made a big enough program yet. I don't know. But I use a lot of libraries. I use like 5 or 6 libraries. Steam. I've got a Steam wrapper.
Oh.
Yeah. If I run into the stack smashing thing, which I'd love to know what that means exactly, but
Yeah, all he said it was
It
just
sounds awesome.
it's native instances. He said that he encountered it while allocating like or stack allocated variables through HL prime.
stack allocated variables. Oh,
And
interesting.
and he warned me to not do that when if I ever commit to hashlink and want to do
Okay.
C bindings with it.
I can't get over that. It's stack smashing. Sounds awesome.
I never once encountered stack smashing in general.
No.
It's,
Oh, is it just basically? Is he talking about blowing the stack? Is that what he's saying?
it's just a form of like I assume the stack smashing is similar to like a buffer overflow, but instead of like it's happening in the stack rather than the heap.
Well, that's usually, yeah, like like Stack Overflow or blowing the stack is another like term I've heard.
Yeah,
But
it might just be
stacks,
another term.
maybe he's just being colorful. Like the stash is smacked, whatever.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I can't believe you spent 2 years modifying Lime.
Yeah, it was a pain, and I'm still probably gonna keep on going as I did learn a lot about how Lime works internally. But I don't know if it was worth it, as this was for my dream game that I wanted to make, but I wanted to support other APIs to for better performance, not half-assed with just OpenGL.
Hmm.
So
Would you
I'm
contribute that to the Lime repo if it was, all looking good in the end?
Of course, I've done one thing I've done was which was a small commit was just putting like macro definitions as something that I've got annoyed with was like SDL OpenGL specific like methods being used. So something that I've done for like that little trick I've done was just have the header files. I keep the header files, but the source is just the NDLL itself. And I looked through HXCPP just to see uh how it gets the source code of how it actually gets how it actually loads in the dynamic library, sorry. And by doing that just went through the SDL window header file and just put in like rewrote it to just have a lot of macro definitions, which I think was a little inefficient, but I couldn't think of a more efficient way of doing it. But once I actually figure out like a concrete way to support, right now I'm doing it with Vulkan because Molten VK is. I want to first work with Vulkan because Vulkan is also another like broad graphics API. I don't want to get into specifics by going with specifically Metal or specifically DirectX 12.
I just got told by the guys working on the Forge, which is Wolfgang Lengel's company, to not use Molten VK because they said it was garbage. And I was like, well,
That is true. That is
like
true.
that put up because I was originally going to do the same thing as you, is use Vulkan as a universal thing 'cause it worked on all three platforms. But I developed natively on Mac, and then they're like Molten VK is not. One of the weird things about Molten VK is they're not following the Vulkan like roadmap or something, and like they're diverging, which is weird.
Yeah, that's something that I've noticed when I've actually been working on Molten VK, that it's very different because when I'm looking through both Molten VK and the documentation, I'm using Vulkan like 1.2. I don't want to use 1.3 because Molten VK didn't support that at the time. I don't know if it still does. But they both said on a couple functions or a couple stuff that both of them had. They both had very different descriptions on what it did, and it just left me confused. I don't get a lot of like what's going on between those two. I tried asking my boss, who specializes in this for like 15 years, what Molten VK is doing, and he also didn't have a response.
Yeah, that's why I ultimately didn't go that route.
I guess I guess I have to go specifically with Metal and Volt. That was probably another thing with it took so long. There's many factors why it took 2 years and with nothing really accomplished except for understanding Lime at a deeper level.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did the same thing with the Forge. I went and like, oh, I learned all about their stuff, but I also learned simultaneously about how Vulkan works, and I learned how Metal works.
Yeah.
And so I like, and I ultimately abandoned it, but I did learn a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I guess I'll go that same route, as right now I'm working on like with another Reflex project for, like I said, for my job, to show that my boss that I was capable for like rewrite the game to support Metal. Funny enough, the example project was just a Friday Night Funkin' clone. I did not want to say that out loud at the beginning,
No, what? That's awesome.
but it originally was just going to be a clone of Friday Night Funkin', and the goal was to just save on memory, because one of the biggest factors that the whole team was trying to do was just save on memory, as the game had a lot of memory leaks. So I wanted to show to the team that I was capable of handling those memory leaks and find out where stuff was. So that's why I used. Funny enough, I wasn't originally going to use Reflex. I was just going to use C, and that was it. However, when I used Reflex and made like a basic like render loop, it surprisingly had the same performance as like just regular C++.
Yeah, it does.
So
I mean,
yeah, it had the regular same performance. So I was like, oh, what the heck? If I encounter anything I need to commit to Reflex, then I'll do it. And sure enough, that's where I started getting more invested into Reflex.
nice, nice. Oh yeah, I'm glad it worked that good. It really
So
do just be trying to like take Haxe code and turn it into like the human readable equivalent of C++.
yeah, and it's very performant. It's very performant efficient actually by doing that. With regular HX CPP, uh normally it's slower and it takes up more memory. What?
Yeah, I looked at how HXCPP was generating, and I was not happy with it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, it's the worst.
Exactly. It's. I even mentioned how it was entirely gibberish, which I don't like. Actually, there was another thing I was planning to use Reflex for was when I was in the OpenFL Discord, there was talks. I forgot who their name was, but because their username is hard to pronounce. I'm just gonna call him Najizal. I hope I didn't butcher their name.
I don't know who you're talking about, so don't worry.
It's some guy in the OpenFL Discord, and originally I was gonna go for transfer to the summer to another university, and I asked for advice on how to get my professors to like hacks, and they said to just like make a do a C++ program, but actually have it in hacks and have that compiled to C++, and don't tell them it was C++. And
Oh yeah.
to achieve that, to make it human readable, it would be through Reflex. So
Okay.
that would be nice. So I'm definitely gonna show off Reflex through to that university.
Good
It's like
stuff. Good stuff.
which actually it was pretty. That university also supports hacks, which was pretty neat.
Oh hey, nice.
But
Haxe
normally
is like weirdly big and small at the same time.
it is. It is. I honestly wouldn't expect Stanford to really support hacks. But other than that, with origin back to the previous conversation, um, yeah, I was using Reflex for the engine, and I was supporting Metal, so while using Metal, I actually fell in love with Metal more than I did with like regular Molten VK, because I thought Metal was just a pain in the ass and Molten VK was the ultimate fix. But after I started using Metal, I realized it was actually not that bad.
Metal's actually the best of all of them, I think.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
just they do change it a little bit too much, too frequently, but like I think overall it's the best designed API. I think the web GPU to me is actually the best, but like it's still a little shaky at like in terms of the cross-platform implementation. So I think, but Metal's pretty. I think they based web GPU off of Metal, but yeah, I think overall I like Metal was the what I wish everybody would just adopt like
Yeah.
across the other platforms.
My only problem with Metal is just the bindless textures. I don't like how they handle it.
What's
But
the
that's
how are they doing it differently than
they instead of like having like a handle, they use an argument buffer.
oh
I have issues with that. It is not. I'm more used to the OpenGL bindless
right.
textures rather than so seeing this different switch that I must store an argument buffer. I don't. I have so many questions like what exactly is an argument buffer? And it looks like it's just a bindless array of objects that the objects are just stored in the VRAM or in the regular RAM, depending if it's shared or private. And I still don't know much about what an argument buffer is in Metal, but it is not the same as how you do it in OpenGL.
Yeah, I've also noticed that like there are different you have to really evaluate the performance of the different paths in Metal. Like I've noticed there's a big performance difference between like doing things in a couple different ways.
Yeah, that is another thing. Originally, with Metal, if you screw up, it's similar to C++ where you can shoot yourself in the foot. So originally, that's what happened to me, where I somehow got. I treated Metal like OpenGL, and I ended up wasting 100 megabytes of memory
Right.
in my RAM for just a triangle.
That's a lot.
I know. Right now I fixed it and I realized what the issue was, and now it's just like around 20 to 30. Still a lot, but majority has to do with just textures that are not loaded yet. Just small ones, like just small textures that I just have cached but have yet to load because I have to focus on college first.
What year are you in?
I'm still in my freshman year.
Your first year?
Yes.
You must have been doing a lot of programming before college then.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I started with Lime 2 years ago, it was all in high school.
Right.
It was more of a high school project, quote unquote, like rewrite Lime to support Vulkan.
Nice. Very different experience than my college years, that's for sure.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, no, I think the best thing to do with Reflex, in my opinion, to Reflex really plays a role in like supporting other APIs because you don't have to deal with you don't majority of the time you kind of have to like make your own types of structures that you would find in C++, you would find in like a high level language.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think dealing with that, Reflex really just takes care of that, and you don't have to do what Unreal Engine did.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Unreal Engine really just rewrote a lot of stuff. Like they have, I assume when the last time I looked into source code, I saw that they had their own arrays, like their own array class.
Oh, they do their own smart pointers.
Yeah, they do their own smart pointers or everything. Uh, some of it I don't get why, but there are some stuff with like
It was originally to handle inconsistencies between compilers.
oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What pisses me
Yeah.
off is how like not everything is like that though. Like you'll use their custom arrays, you'll use their custom pointers, and then like,
Yeah,
oh, I need an optional class. Oh, I guess I'm still using
with
STD optional.
Reflex, you could just take care of that as technically you could just contribute to Reflex to support if there's any like compiler differences,
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like
which that's
generated
actually something I'm
differently.
gonna do with that's my goal with multi-threading.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What do you
good
mean?
luck with
And
that.
another thing is that I've been playing around with just getting the exact same memory address. So because I have situations where I need to my pointer does go out of scope, but I do know my program does know the exact memory address, and I
Huh.
need to like deallocate
Yeah.
memory there, so I could just use some kind of like or not deallocate, but have that memory. I know the exact memory address, but I need to allocate memory. But a malloc or a new would just would just allocate to a random memory address. So my fix would just be to just use a memory map. However, Windows is a custom compiler, and whatever the standard Unix, which is mmap, they're both completely different. I think Windows is virtual alloc, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no clue.
But that's something I came across where sometimes I do know my own. Sometimes my pointer goes out of scope and I don't want to do a workaround that would just either cause a memory leak or just use up unnecessary memory. And I just want to map my memory where I wanted it to be mapped.
All
But
right.
with
Yeah.
Reflex, I could just possibly make a class called like memory map, and just all it does is that it just uses the whatever compiler standard map function there is and just map the memory there, which is actually another plan I have after threading.
Are you talking about memory map files
Uh,
for cross thread synchronization?
for that, that's another thing. I haven't gone to that yet. I had no purpose
Oh,
for that.
sorry, I just wasn't sure what you say with map. What kind of map you were talking
Just
about?
memory mapping. mapping a specific address.
Okay.
It's weird.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I must make like a nacho and dip. I'll see you next time.
Well,
Good
cheers.
luck with your shenanigans. Hell yeah.
The Haxe Roundup is finally over.